Today I am showing you 7 incredibly powerful endgame weapons and where to find them in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And also, how to use them. Now when I say endgame weapons, I'm talking about items you can only get through playing specific story missions or after finishing certain quest lines in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And it is actually possible to miss some of these. Now I've done my absolute best to keep this video completely free of any story related spoilers for you guys. Some of the weapons you may even already have, but just not really thought about how powerful they can actually be when used with the right setup. So I'll be giving you loads of tips and tricks on how to use each one of these weapons. So subscribe, press that bell icon, and let's begin. And just so you guys know, I've done the mathematics on every single weapon in the game, so I can tell you how good they are. Now, Odin's Spear has the highest base damage of any spear in the game. However, it is also the slowest spear in the game. But that said, it is pretty damn overpowered because, as you can see, the ability on this weapon is rather unique. The spear's reach is extended by a force field. And that force field, my friends, that extends from England all the way to New Zealand on the other side of the world. Like, you can literally poke the moon with this spear. Like, no one else stands a chance. It doesn't even matter what damage it does because none of your enemies can get in range of you. It's absolutely ridiculous. In fact, if you dual wield this spear with any other weapon and just use the sweeping spinning attack, you're just like a bloody Beyblade, mate. No one can kill you. You're impossible to kill. It's just ridiculous, broken. Takes no skill to wield this weapon, but I love it for that reason because, let's be honest, I don't have any skill. Now, to actually get this spear, you need to go back to Norway. To do that, just press the Atlas button on the bottom left of the map there, and then you can actually just fast travel back to Norway anytime you like, because you may have actually missed this weapon completely. Once you arrive, you're going to want to come all the way to the north. Just over here on the map, there's kind of like an area at the end of this valley lake. If you go ahead and zoom in, you will find Groinhella. Now this is what the cave looks like at the outside, so we've just got to go ahead and run inside Groinhella. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. You're going to find an icy wall which you can smash down, and then you're going to want to run all the way through, and then you're going to take a left just down here. Now, before you can actually access this area, you will have need to done almost every single zone on the entire map. You'll get to the point where the only zone you can't do is Hampshire, which is located here on the map. That zone won't be available. And at that point, you will get a new quest to come back to Norway. And at the end of that main story quest, without spoiling anything for you guys, you will then come to this cave and you'll be able to grab Odin's Spear. This ancient weapon. Stuck in time, it appears. This is actually a pretty cool reference to the main storyline, because you can see it's thrown in the door that you ran out of. So obviously it's been stuck here in time, embedded in the wall. Not even Odin himself could pull it out. And now we have Odin's Spear, Gungnir. Now, as you can see, it's already a mythic weapon upgraded to the max quality, and it also glows while it's on your back. Now, there was a bug where you could come here and grab it a bit earlier before you did the storyline in the cave, but you actually should now finish it, and then you can grab it afterwards, because otherwise it doesn't really make sense why it's here. Now, the second weapon you're going to be getting on our list is the Ark of Elen. Now, this is actually a story reward that you will pick up after you finish the main storyline in Essex, located just over here on the map. After you're done here, you'll just have to wait like a day, and then you will get a new letter. And in that letter, I'm not going to say who it's from or anything, you will actually receive the bow as a reward. Now, the bow itself has an attack of 124, a stun of 149, a headshot damage of 97, a speed of 42, crit pre of 110, and a weight of 11. I have fully upgraded it with a max level character just to show you what its stats actually look like. Now, if you have a closer look at the perk effect on this bow, Each successive hit temporarily increases ability damage. That stacks up to 10 times. And the duration is 2 seconds. Plus 4 ability damage each stack, up to 16 ability damage increase in power. Now, essentially the point of this bow is just to spam people with light attacks to increase your ability damage, and then go ahead afterwards and use one of these abilities, like for example Focus of Nornir. Upgraded, each killed enemy increases the damage dealt during this slow motion, and that also stacks with the effect. So essentially what happens is that the damage increase after each person you kill is going to be absolutely humongous with this specific bow. Same with the Mark of Death ability, it also stacks really well with that. And also, after using these abilities, if you go ahead and do like Dive of the Valkyrie or Harpoon Impalement or another ability like that, like Throwing Axe Fury or Axe Blizzard, you're going to do even more damage with those abilities. So the Ark of Elen is a very unique weapon that you can kind of use in a very unique way. However, it's not my favorite weapon on the list at all. In fact, my favorite weapon on the list is number 3. Let's talk about number 3, Battle Brothers. Kopis. Now, this is, in my opinion, like one of the best daggers in the entire game. Kopis is a mythical dagger. It has an attack of 114, a stun of 150, a speed of 81. 81. Crit percentage chance, crit pre of 113, and a weight of 6. Now, its ability, it looks terrible, doesn't it? I mean, the dagger looks really bad. But its ability, its perk, restores a low amount of health for each critical hit. And the health amount that's restored is 10%. So if you have like a dual dagger setup build and you just run up to an enemy and absolutely stab them to death, you're going to be like crit, 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 and then you'll be like full health again. It's absolutely mad. And you may be wondering, well, where do I get this weapon, ESO? Well, you'll actually get it over here in this zone in the very south of England, right in the middle, called Sussex. And after you finish the story there, once again, you'll receive a letter from your friend there, and they will actually gift you this unique weapon. Very exciting, Battle Brothers. Very exciting indeed. The next weapon on our list is Blood Wolf. This is a wolf shield. Oh, I just love the look of this shield. It's like a red shield with like 2 wolves on it. It looks insanely cool. Fully upgraded, it has 118 attack, a block of 148, crit pre 89, speed of 50, a stun of 179, and a weight of 10. It is, of course, a light shield. If you have a closer look at the perk effect of this weapon, it actually has a chance to ignite your weapon on a parry. That chance is 33%, and the fire effect will last for 5 seconds, and it has a cooldown of 15 seconds. And when it says ignite after a parry, it will actually ignite your other weapon, whatever you're holding in your other hand as well, so you can then set people on fire with it. And obviously you can build an entire character around this concept by grabbing all the perks like +3 fire build-up and +3 fire damage. Battlefield Cremation works really well with this because enemies who perish from one of your fire attacks will continue to burn, dealing fire damage to enemies nearby. Now, to actually get Blood Wolf for yourself, it is an absolute nightmare. You actually need to finish essentially the entire game, including the main story in Norfolk, and then you'll finally be able to do the Hampshire area, which is power level 340. Pretty much the end game sort of final zone that you can do. You'll just get it there. I'm not going to explain how because it's kind of like a big spoiler. Next up though, we have Hemming's Axe with 153 attack, a stun of 184, weight of 14, speed of 36, very, very slow, crit pre of 92. This unique weapon actually increases heavy damage when low on health, and by low on health it means below 50% health. The bonus you get to your heavy attacks is then plus 20 damage, which is obviously insanely high. In fact, it's one of the highest sort of damage perks you'll get in the game in that sense. Now, personally, I do like this weapon. It is pretty cool, and if you base a character on having low health, high risk, sort of high reward effects. However, I will say, if you want a better two-handed weapon, check out my max damage two-handed weapon build. I'll link it down below in the description, because you can get much better axes than this one. You will get it after finishing off the story in Nottinghamshire, or Nottinghamshire in modern day times. And once again, you will receive a letter from your friend over there, and he'll actually gift you this axe. Now this one is specifically a light bow, unlike the Ark of Elen, which was a hunter bow. So the light bows obviously attack really quickly. It has an attack of 137, a stun of 174, headshot damage only 72, a speed of 53, crit percentage, crit pre of 104, and a weight of only 6. Now, this is actually an incredible light bow because it increases stun when hitting weak point. And the thing about light bows is that you just want to hit all the stun points rapidly and then go and do like a finisher attack on the enemy. So the increase in stun when hitting weak points lasts for 5 seconds, and that boosts your stun by 20. You essentially just want to rapid fire at enemies' weak points and then walk over to them with a melee weapon and use the stun finisher once you can, and you'll absolutely destroy them. Now that brings me on to the 7th weapon on this list, which I'm 99% sure most of you have, and it's the Hunnish bow. That is actually the best bow in the entire game. As I showed you in my build guide video with the bow, you can do over 2,000 damage using this bow. It's absolutely broken, it's insane, and you actually get this bow as soon as you finish the storyline in Norway. And I recommend, if you want to like do the max amount of damage with this weapon, I've got a whole 16-minute build guide that explains exactly how you guys can do that for yourself. I'll link that down below. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do drop a like before you leave. And obviously, if you enjoy the content on the channel, subscribe with the bell icon. Oh, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support on these Assassin's Creed videos. It's been incredible, guys.